Welcome back, Vinyl community. Welcome back to another finds video. What we're going to be looking at today is going over some vinyl finds as of recent, and a few things I picked up at a recent convention. For that convention, you can check out my previous video going to the Classic Plastics Comic and Toy Convention. So if you want to check that out. It's a really fun video, showing a lot of cool stuff. One second here. There we go. Had something heavy sitting on my keyboard. Okay, so let's just go over what I bought at that convention. I usually buy a lot more, but I was trying to be a little more picky on what I spent my money on this time, so I didn't spend much. Just bought a house, so don't have a whole lot of money to spend. First thing I'll show you here, as you can see in the video, I got this Ultraman. It's got points of articulation. You got head swivel, both arms, all the way around, and the legs kind of bend like that. He's super lightweight. Feels like he's hollow, and but he is an official figure. I don't remember what year. 1990. 1990 is the year. This Ultraman. Very cool. As you'll see if you check out the last video, you'll see I'm a really big Godzilla fan. Toho films. And I got him to pair with. I have a 1977 Toho Shogun Warriors Godzilla. But at the same table I got the Ultraman from. And I went back to get this later in the day. I got a Mothra. Very cool. I don't remember the year on this one either. 1990 something, I'm pretty sure. I don't see the year. I haven't tried him with batteries, but he does make some noise if you put the batteries in. But there's Mothra. Very cool. Okay. Alright. Well, I'll just show these here. So these are the most recent ones. Spent the night in Pittsburgh last night. Me and my wife went to go see Mumford & Sons at the PPG Paints Arena. And used to spend a lot of time down that way on the south side of Pittsburgh. And once we got to our hotel, we had some time to kill, so we walked around the south side and checked out a few places I hadn't been to in probably 10 years or so. But stopped at a cool place called Dave's Music Mine, which I hadn't been to in such a long time. But it's amazing. It's weird that back when I would go there, they had a basement that was full of records, and never really too much of anything of any worth. And their whole main thing was mainly CDs at the time. This is back in I guess it was back in 2006 or so, 2006. But now going in there, because of the big vinyl boom since then, very few CDs, but mostly all pretty good record selection. But I did pick up this, which is something I didn't have. This is Mike Nesmith album, The Wichita Train Whistle Sings. Got a little bit of ring wear, but I haven't seen this one in the wild. And very cool instrumental album of a bunch of his tunes that he put together. Very cool album. I was very happy to pick that up, and for only $6.99 as well. And the only other album that I bought there, because I didn't want to spend too much money, because I don't have too much at the time for spending like this, and also I was going to a concert that night. But this is an upgrade here. This is David Bowie's Diamond Dogs. This is the third copy that I've owned. First one I had I got many years ago, 10-15 years ago. And it was in very poor condition. And my upgrade before, the actual vinyl was way better, but the sleeve was still pretty bad. Sorry about the focus in there. But this one is is beautiful, beautiful vinyl. Very, very minty. There's no, not really any spine wear. You know, it's still, you can see how it's still pretty solid there. Yeah, the only thing I really see wrong with it is a few markings on the edge and a little bit of where there was a sticker there at one point in time. Very cool, and only $9.99 as well. $10, couldn't beat that. Very happy to get those. Okay, moving on a little quickly here. My wife got me this for my birthday, which was on the 2nd. But this is soundtrack to the Joan Jett documentary, Bad Reputation. And I was actually waiting until beginning of March to pick up, because it's supposed to be just a regular black vinyl copy. But she went online and got me the numbered colored vinyl for Record Store Day. And she got it for a really, really good price. I was very happy to get that. Next is another upgrade here. John Lennon's Imagine album. This is an upgrade. Like I said, bought my copy about 10 years ago. This one is still in the shrink. It's got the inner sleeve with it. Very minty vinyl. You can see me in the camera there. Sounds beautiful. Really happy to pick this up for not a whole lot of money, and then was able to sell my old copy very quickly. And got just about as much as, maybe a little less actually, than what I paid for this, so it worked out alright. And it does have a postcard, and I used to have this one with my copy. It's long been lost for a while now. I was happy to get a copy that had this particular postcard in it. I never had the one with John with the pig. And here's the poster. It's him sitting at the piano. I'm not going to unfold it. You can check that out online if you want. Simple Google search will pull that up. I would like to be able to find that other postcard just to put in with this, but for now, having that one is pretty cool. Next one here is a very cheap album I got for $1.98. It's now called Kids Incorporated. It's a soundtrack to some show in the 80s that I had never heard of, but found it at the record store. Going through it, pulled it out, looked at the track list. Okay, well this might be for $1.98. It's kind of a something fun, a joke album to pick up, you know. But then I noticed on the back the names of the kids. If you can see there. I don't know if I'll focus that better for you. Either way, this little girl here named Stacy Ferguson, and that's actually Fergie from Black Eyed Peas. So this would be her first time on a record. So even for that, I might as well $1.98. You might as well pick it up just for fun. So that's fun to have. And okay, here's this just came out pretty recently. This is Meatloaf's Bad Outta Hell 2. I believe this is the first time it's been on first time it's been on vinyl. 25th anniversary. 2-record set. It's just standard black vinyl. I don't need to pull it out for you. But sounds very, very fantastic. It's a fantastic album. I go back and forth whether I like the first Bad Outta Hell or that one more. So check it out if you haven't heard it. It's a very good run all the way through. And a few other quick things here that I've gotten. Here's some magazines. This is an upgrade. Tiny Tim magazine. Very cool publication. It's hard to catch these for a cheap price that are still in good shape. Has a thing where you can cut out a was it 3.5 foot poster. You can cut out all these pages like this and put together for a 3.5 foot Tiny Tim poster. And you got all kinds of things in here about Tiny Tim, stuff written by Tiny Tim. All kinds of stuff. It's a, like your normal like teen magazine. You do have stuff written here by like Mary from Peter, Paul and Mary talking about Tiny Tim, Mama Cass, Nancy Sinatra, Cher, Faye Dunaway. But very, very cool. If you can find a copy of this and you like Tiny Tim, it's very fun to pick that up. And it's my next one here. This is the issue of A Laugh. It's an Archie Comics publication. Archie characters in it and whatnot. But yeah, you got the Beatles on the cover there. No Beatles anything inside from what I've seen yet, unless I missed something. But this is from January *65. So very, very cool cover and artwork. I really like that. There. A few 45s that I haven't shown yet. Here about Fonte Calypso. You got 2 45s with this. And you got how many songs on each? You got 2 songs each side. So cool little EP. I have this full album, but I picked this up at a yard sale for barely nothing. I think it was like a quarter or something. Sleeves okay, shape not that great, but the vinyl's really nice. And kind of on the same beat, here's Little Richard EP. This particular one has Slip and Slide in OY, Ready Teddy, and Baby. And I had this album as well, but this is cool to have. And you can get a few of these, either 2 or 3, basically with all the tracks that's on the album if you collect all of them. This is a Bowling for Soup 7-inch that I got. I got this back in the summertime from their website. Bonus tracks from this album. And when I went to Warped Tour over the summer, they were there. I got to see them, and then they had a little meet and greet, and they took pictures with me and signed my 45. Okay, I think that's just about it on finds. I'll show these here, I guess. These are 2 CDs that I thought I had lost, so it's kind of like a find. These are 2 of my favorite CDs, and I don't know how I ended up losing them for a while, but after I moved, I found them. This is Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. It's their original demo tape from 1993. And what's cool about this that it wasn't released by Manson, but it was released, if I remember right, I think by Gidget Gein or Daisy Burke. It was one of these members of the band. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up now. I don't remember. One of the ex-members actually put this out. This is the issue 1 that they put out. This came out in '98. But very, very cool. Very good album. If you like Manson, you like that early Manson, hearing those demos, if you can find them complete, well worth it. And this actually was a gift a couple Christmas ago. I'm really happy to find it again after I thought I had lost it in the move. This is Kiss and Clover Z, an EP. This is Japan only CD. Very cool artwork. I'm not going to pull it all out, but very cool artwork. Check out the video. They have a video for their song that they do together, and it's a cool mix between live action and anime. And several songs on here. You got Clover Z doing Rock and Roll All Night, Kiss doing one of their songs, an instrumental track, and then the track that they do together. Very, very cool. But yeah, Clover Z versus Kiss. Very cool disc. Alright. Oh, this will be all for now. I'll have another video up shortly. Tomorrow I'll be attending the Horror Hounds in the convention in Cincinnati, Ohio. Like I said, don't have a whole lot of money to spend right now, but we'll make a cool video going up there, checking everything. Got a certain amount that I plan on having to spend. So we'll definitely probably have a finds video. and show some clips and things at the convention, some of the celebrities I'm meeting. At least I'm going to try to meet one that I know that I've already done scheduled a photo op for is Meatloaf, so it'll be a cool cool segment of the video with Meatloaf. So, alright, we'll catch you all later.